George, turn that shit off. Okay, guys, I'm just going to ignore the fucking World Cup buzzing from South Africa that George has put on his phone because
who doesn't have a Veluza
just we just our minds are blown away.
Neither one of us are blown away.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Fedor was bound for a loss, and if you watch the fight, Fedor rocks him with a punch and then follows in with a rookie mistake.
Right.
I mean, he followed a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black guy down to the mat. Why?
Yeah.
You just crushed him with a hand. I mean, stand it back up.
Yeah, I did not it was what was shocking is that he fell right into Fabricio Werdum's trap.
He got out the first time.
But you and I have said it a lot of times, and we said it, man, these guys are just getting to be such good fighters, man. And, it wasn't taking anything away from Fedor because he's a true champion. He's incredible. And even Werdum said it. But you know what, man? He rushed in. He got impatient, and he allowed Werdum to pull him in. And he just sunk him in that triangle so bad and had him in that arm bar. And I'm like, this looks like it's going to be over.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe I was actually seeing it because you thought he's not going to tap out. He's going to find some way to get out of it. And
I like his tap. Just one tap.
He didn't
just tap one time. And you could tell he held out. Fedor, in the true champion that he is, and he will always be, when he's standing there and the doctors are looking at him, dude, his color still didn't return to his lips.
Yeah,
so that was sunk in there. He didn't just tap because he couldn't get out. I mean, his mouth was blue.
Yeah, I think people thought it was the arm bar. It was just, I think he could not get any air.
That triangle had him hemmed up. But to me, that wasn't even the fight of the night.
Yeah.
Fight of the night, hats off, again, Christine Cyborg.
Yeah, Christine Cyborg
is
once again that she's nice. But I will give mad credit to the girl she fought because that girl had a tremendous amount of heart. She was just some country girl. Now, the other thing that freaked us out about the fight, and maybe it wasn't even a fight, was the female referee that was reffing the Cyborg fight. She basically let that girl get her ass beat down. And George and I came to a solid conclusion that her husband probably beats her worse, so she was like, fuck it. And what was in that backpack she was wearing?
The video camera equipment. Had to be. I mean, dude, that's a fanny pack from like the Hulk Hogan days. Yeah, bro. That shit was huge.
Scott Smith? No.
Yeah, he got Kung Lead.
Yeah.
That motherfucker got hit with one of them Street Fighter kicks.
Kung Lee basically, he's like Mortal Kombat, like one of them characters. Kung Lee's a bad motherfucker. I'm just going to let y'all guys know that tonight. Kung Lee is bad as shit.
Anyway.
Yes.
That's a wrap up of the Strike Force.
Fedor has lost. For all you people that basically said that he was unstoppable.
What are you going to say? I mean, for all you fanboys out there, he lost. It was going to happen. It happened.
We said it for a while.
Yeah.
And then we thought it would happen because all champions, at some time your reign comes to an end.
Yeah.
Anyway, UFC 116, Lesnar versus
and let's cut all the bullshit. I mean, for all you people out there, if you want to look at this card on a name basis,
right.
You don't have a top of the line card. You should have had there needs to be a co-main event with some name power.
Seth Petrozelli is fighting on the preliminary card. That's an old name.
Yeah. You got Krzysztof Szynski versus Stephan Bonner, a rematch. If anyone saw that fight before, it's kind of like the Forrest Griffin Bonner. They're falling over each other, bleeding all over the place. Right. Why do we need to see that again?
Yeah.
Chris Lytle versus Matt Brown.
Yeah.
And then you got Akiyama fighting Lieben. Lieben just did fight 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Or 3 weeks ago.
Right. Now, obviously, Lieben's a stand-in for Silva because Silva's hurt.
Towards ACL,
towards ACL, and you know what? Lieben's always going to have make for an exciting fight. He comes straight forward. He fights. He does not give a fuck. No. So it could be exciting. Obviously, it probably end quickly, but everybody does not give a fuck about anything that's on the undercard or anything that you will see prior to that. Everybody wants to see Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin, the Incredible Hulk versus
even the folks in.
George, I'm telling you what, if you don't turn that fucking World Cup porn shit off, I'm going to take his fucking iPhone and fucking wipe my ass with it. That shit is... listen to that shit.
You're telling me...
Is that your ringtone?
No, that's the Vuvuzela app.
Yeah, fuck the Vuvuzela app or whatever the hell it is. Anyway, Carwin versus... the phone. Carwin versus Lesnar. Or Lesnar versus Carwin, however you say. Who do you got winning this fight?
Shane Carwin. I think Shane Carwin's going to catch him.
Shane Carwin, I think, we were very high on Brock Lesnar, but I'm going to tell you what right now, if there's a chance Brock Lesnar's going to lose, it's going to be right now, man, because, he's been out of training for a long time. He's got a guy in Carwin that has really got a lot of confidence building up. He is peaking. He's been able to train solidly for a year where Lesnar has some downtime, and now he's just getting, this is going to be his first fight
Carwin
back in the
had some
octagon.
downtime, too, because he had to have a surgery, I think, on his knee.
Right.
So he hasn't had a solid training camp, but I think...
But he's had a couple fights since. Like, this Lesnar hasn't even been in the ring since he's had his. So that's the thing that kind of, like,